Yay. Yay. Hi, guys. I am sorry I am a few minutes late. I put it in the post that I was just teaching self-defined living. Now I'm losing my voice. So I thought I might be a few minutes late, which I am. So thank you for your patience. I appreciate it. I just did the redo of Unit 2. I think it's still really full, and I don't think there's anything I can do about it. I took out a lot of the wordiness, but those skill sets need to be in there, man. So we'll see. I'll see if the edits that I did make kind of made a difference to these folks. We'll find out. Today, welcome to Being Becca Live. I am Becca Lori Hector, and once a week on Tuesdays, I do this lovely live stream where a lot of the folks who've taken my course and some who are going to take my course, and I gather here for a little support group to talk about what it's like to be an autistic adult alive right now, in the now, not when research catches up, but right now, and what we can do about it and the things that we're struggling with. So that's the purpose of Being Becca Live, and that's why we're here. So you guys, I don't know what to talk about today. I am without topic. I am sans topic right now. So we'll see where my brain takes me. I'll think about my week and the struggles that I had, I guess. I think one of the things I struggled with this week was, of course, I guess, or planning and organization, I want to say. Ooh, it sounds so boring. But like, it was the transition back to the first week in the truck and all of that stuff. And so I went from back in December, I had my one job of doing autism, and now I'm back doing two jobs. And I've had to say no to some things. And it's been odd but also kind of interesting, right? So I've really, I talk to you guys about how when we make decisions, when we're in a place where we have to make a decision and we're in search of or in chase of a particular goal, right? We always want to be asking ourselves the alignment question. Is this in alignment with the life I want to be living and the person I want to be, right? We always want to be asking ourselves that about our decisions, because otherwise we get off our path. So in playing by those rules, right, I've had to say no to some things. Because my focus for this year is self-defined living. I have 3 days a week that I am dedicating to the autism community and my autism work. And with those 3 days a week, gosh darn it, I am working on what I love and what I know is working out there. And so there are some of my usual consulting clients that I am keeping, but you guys, I'm saying no to a lot of new stuff. I don't like to say no. I like to help out my fellow autistic advocates as much as I can. I like to, in whatever way, whether it's copy editing for them or anything. But now that my time is so limited on this thing, right, I can't say yes to those things. So it's been interesting. It's been interesting, really. I haven't had to apply the no to autism work until really recently. Because we've decided to tackle this food truck thing. And I can't run myself ragged, right? Because I tell you, at the end of a food truck day, I am not having conversation with nobody. I have done my social for the day. And those 3 days are my social for the week, I promise you. And that, I can't come home from there and expect myself to do a lot or very much at all. And so even when I used to sneak some autism stuff in, like after food truck days, I can't do it anymore, you guys. The food truck is now busy enough, and there's enough stuff that I'm responsible for on the food truck that I don't have it to give on those, or the spoons or any of it. Like, it's all just, it's an interesting balance to be creating, and having to be really, not stubborn, that's not the right word, but really very serious about keeping my lines, right? Keeping those, yes, I am. I'm protecting my spoons, Michelle. That's exactly what I'm doing. I feel like I know I'm going to need them. And even though I don't need them right now, I feel like I need to hoard them a little bit. Yes, boundaries, right, exactly. Boundaries with my spoon. And so I'm like hoarding spoons a little bit, and saying no to things like I probably do, but I know that in the long term, it's not going to be sustainable. So that's been new since I got into January, like since we got into the new year, and like, because December's slow. Nobody really tries to get anything done in December. They just don't. And everybody's busy thinking and doing about other things. So when January comes back, we're like, no more holidays. You have no excuses. It's work time. And so I was getting hit with a lot of emails, and I am like humbled, gracious, I don't know what, blown the fuck away that I already have almost a full cohort of people on the wait list, and looking for scholarships already for February, like right away. And I know that's thanks to you guys a lot. But what it means is I have to start thinking about the spoons I need to be giving them, and then know that a good chunk of my spoons, at least, I don't know, half, if not just slightly less than half, of my spoons go to the food truck now. So it's like, with half my spoons, what do I want to do with that half of my spoons? Well, there's a lot of stuff I don't want to do. And there's a shit ton of stuff I do want to do. And the stuff that I want to do is the stuff related to this work. And then, of course, I have to, that doesn't make me that much money. The consulting is what makes me the money. But I don't want to give my spoons to the consulting piece and not have spoons for this piece, because I know this is my purpose. Like, this is the real stuff. And so I'm hoarding spoons a little bit, because I know I'm going to need them. So I'm saying no to some things I wouldn't normally say no to, so like writing opportunities, things like that. And it's been interesting. It's been interesting to almost on a daily basis have to ask myself, is this in alignment with, right? Every time. Oh, Joe just asked if I thought about writing an autobiography, and I have, Joe. I have definitely done it. Yes, the consulting piece is what brings in the money. I really try to take the money. This is like very Robin Hoody, but I really do try to get paid from the large organizations that ask me to consult, because they have the money and my fellow autistics don't. We just don't. And so I don't want to ask it for that stuff. But I did, and I'm going to mention it here because I am going to put it in the description of the video. I did venture into looking at some of these platforms that allow you to, collect donations like Patreon. And what I ended up doing was joining Ko-Fi. I like that I like their setup, and I like what they're doing, and it doesn't feel the way that Patreon feels to me, which feels like, I don't know, it almost feels like, I don't know, like I don't want to say prostitution, that's so strong, but like they're paying for content that other people aren't seeing, right? And that's where the money is coming from on Patreon. And on Ko-Fi, that's not what it's for. It's like, here, I'm working on all of these projects. If basically you want to give me a high five and help support me to be able to eat while I work on these projects, right? And that's basically what Ko-Fi is for. So because I do so much for free, because I do the 2 live streams, and I do so much of my writing, and I do my newsletter, and I do a lot of other, I do the other stuff on the YouTube, the 2 autistics, and I do info dump, and all of that stuff I do for free. So if you like that content, at least it's an opportunity to say, hey, Becca, here's $5. Thanks so much for putting the content out. Go get a soda, I guess. And so I'm going to try it out. I feel weird about it. Those of you in the Self-Defined Living group on Facebook kind of gave me your props and said, don't feel weird about it. And it's a way and feeling like it was a way for you to say thank you. So I put the Ko-Fi, I'll put it in the description of this video, and I'm sort of just going to slowly put it out there, because part of me feels yucky about it. Like money has a place in my life where it always makes me feel yucky. And so I don't want to feel like I'm taking from people that don't have. So anyway, I'm working on it, because I know part of it is my psychology. But, I'm sorry, I was just reading chat. But yeah, that's, I don't know, I'm just going to put it out there. We'll see what happens. It's like everything else that I do. Something about it made me feel like it was different than the other sites that I struggle with. And so I'm going to put it out there, and we'll see what happens. It's a risk like everything else, right? So that's out there. And really this week has been a lot of like just getting back into the groove, right? And getting back into the groove of having the truck and being out in the very, very, very cold. And yet on the other days I do this stuff, right? And so my life is pretty balanced with that, with what I do with those two jobs. And I like it. I like that balance. I like the physicality of the food truck, that when I'm busy, I'm physically moving in the food truck. Whereas when I'm busy doing autism stuff, I'm sitting here in this chair staring at this screen, right? So I like that balance. I like that there's two different parts of me that get kind of satisfied by these two different jobs. And I like that. But I realized that, yes, a lot of the free stuff that I do, I have to start saying no to, other than the things that I feel are in alignment with the life I want to live. And the life I want to live is as a personal development teacher to you guys, as someone who passes on the lessons they learned the hard way, and all of that stuff. And so all of the SDL stuff is in alignment with that. And it's hard to say yes to other projects that aren't. So that's where I'm at, you guys. That's kind of what I'm thinking about. I'm going to catch up over here in chat and see what you guys have to say. So yes, the consultant. Okay. Yes, I do help more of us when I work for a larger organization. And that's part of the reason that I went into the consulting in the first place, was the idea that I could educate more people at once instead of trying on a very one-on-one personal basis to educate. And I do that work. Right. And exactly. But at the same time, none of that work is fulfilling. So I can do all of that consulting, and the consulting pays the bills, but it's really unfulfilling. It's just not I don't have as much passion for it. And so I know that's a mistake. It's not a sustainable something that I want to do. I don't want to do that all the time. And so, yeah, that's that. Please don't feel yucky about stuff. Ko-Fi, you do a lot for this community. It's nice to have a way to say thanks. Oh, see, Nancy. And if that's how you guys feel about it, then I feel okay about it. But, if it doesn't feel like that to you guys, please tell me. I'll take it away. I don't want to do that. So I'm in it right now. As you can tell by my whole conversation, I'm kind of having a jumble of different thoughts, and I'm spreading out in different directions, and stuff is happening. And so I'm excited. I have a few things already in my list for gratitude for Sunday, which is awesome. Anyway, so that's really it. I mean, I don't really have much else to talk about other than that. I think you guys are probably in a similar place. We're getting back to the post-holiday normal, and people are at work and blah, 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 and all of that stuff. So yeah, that's what I got for you today. I wish I had something more. I don't even know what I'm going to say we talked about today. We're just going to talk about the jumble of Becca's thoughts today. So these were my jumbled thoughts to you guys here on live stream. I promise to do better next week. I'm sure I'll have something more exciting to talk about. But this week was a lot of just nose down, get back into the habits, get back into the routines. And that kind of thing. I did, you guys, send out a sponsor letter, and we are getting sponsorships, which is awesome. So that if you are on the list for the February cohort and you asked for a scholarship, you will definitely be getting scholarships, I believe. So don't like tie me up to a wall and make me promise you that you have a scholarship, but I believe in the people that I've written to. So the wheel is in motion for scholarships, as well as registration, which is now set up actually. And I'll be posting later on, I guess, in the week or maybe next week, that registration is open. For those of you who are on the wait list and waiting for a scholarship, don't go register just yet. Let me get a hold of those scholarships, and then I'll do the back end registration for you. Cat mug. I want a cat mug. Yes, cat mug. Yes, I'm sorry. I get it, Joe. Yes, it's a cat mug. I just can't even right meow. I do collect cat mugs, but funny cat mugs. I only like cat mugs that say silly things or ironic or sarcastic things. I don't like pretty or cute cat mugs. So yes, I collect cat mugs. But yeah, I mean, I'm going to play around with it a little bit. I'm going to mess around and see what things I can do and how to use it and stuff. But that's been my week. It's been a lot of just trying to get things organized. and in order so that I can continue with this balance thing. Thank you, Bernard. So yeah, I am so grateful to you guys for joining me today for my jumble of thoughts. I will be back, of course, on Sunday with Growing Gratitude. And then next Tuesday with the next being Becca Live, which I hope will have more fluid thoughts for you guys. Till then, you can find the Ko-Fi link in the description. You can subscribe to this channel. Your shares and your likes and your views are what matter to me, though, because that's what lets me know you're engaged. And that's what lets me know you want more of what I'm doing, even though today was a really crappy version of it. Just having a day, you guys. Anyway, I will see you out and about on the interwebs. I will see you on Sunday. You can comment wherever you're seeing this video. And of course, I appreciate you spending your time and your energy with me and watching me babble today. Thanks, you guys. I appreciate it. Have a really good one. Your input and feedback means everything to me. So I'm going to leave the Ko-Fi because I've been a nervous wreck since I opened it. All right. Have a good day, you guys. Go create joy and share your joy. And I don't know. Spread some smiles today. That's what I feel like. I feel like we should spread some smiles. I'll see you guys on Sunday. Have a good one. Bye.